Well, in fact, the reason I would say that the reason why we are doing this recording is not just the period instrument, it's because of the orchestra. And I always think when I'm thinking in the orchestra sound, the orchestra's quality is not whether they are playing on period instruments or not. When orchestra is great or is not great, and when orchestra is open-minded or is able to take risks or not, regardless the instruments they are playing. So in this case, I knew that starting this adventure with the Freiburger Barockorchester was going to be an adventure in the most intense and creative way. So we want to, in a way, even if that sounds a bit pretentious, but to rediscover, rethink this repertoire and these concertos with a new view, with a new perspective, and of course this needs not only old instruments, period instruments, but also a certain approach which this orchestra is able to give. And I would say this is the essential part of it. Then of course playing on period instruments gives all of us the chance to think differently on the many different dimensions that this repertoire needs to care of, as is of course the orchestration, but also colors, balances, tempi, articulations, etc. So we can go back to the source, to the score, and try to build up again with Schumann's original intentions and to bring them to life. But this needs not only the instrument, but also the attitude to have a tabula rasa, if you want, and start again thinking in Schumann's universe and Schumann's music. It's very important. We have to remind that this will be the first time that these concertos have been recorded, all three on period instruments. So I think it's also a wonderful opportunity to look at this repertoire, look at this cycle of the three concertos in three very different periods of Schumann's life on period instrument, and this is an important fact that also made us think that there was the right decision.
Yes, actually, I think, if I remember well, we were touring with the second piano trio by Schumann and discovering that all three of us were really very, very fond of this composer. And then somehow during a dinner, I think we were, or a lunch, and then as we were all three together, we said, why don't we do that together? Why don't we propose a whole Schumann project to Harmonia Mundi? And then the brasserie came up.
Yeah, I remember the brasserie because they had asperges on that day. They had very nice asparagus. And
we proposed this idea to Martin Sauer, who was part of Harmonia Mundi, and he was immediately enthusiastic. And of course, we were immediately thinking also of the three piano trios. And happily, Harmonia Mundi was actually interested in this project. So I think that was born out of the second piano trio by Schumann on tour.
And then, pretty quickly, the idea to do it with the Freiburger Barockorchester came up, and because they, as an orchestra, had done a Schubert project, or there was a Schubert project to come, and with Pablo Heras-Casado. And Martin proposed that idea, and I think we all agreed that if there is one composer that really has suffered from modern instruments, particularly in the symphonic context.
Well, I think the fact that they three, all the three soloists, Isabelle, Sasha, and Jean-Guihen, are already a very strong chamber music group. They play very usually as a trio, but they are also good friends. So the fact that they are already a kind of musical family, the fact that they three know the orchestra, knew the orchestra beforehand, and admire them. It's been very important because this project has been for us, for all of us, a very intense and long journey. More than 1 month really living this music, living all together, experiencing. And by the time we arrived to the recording studio, we had lived day by day only in Schumann's music, and we've shared a lot of not only musically but also personally. It's sure that the fact that they three understand each other musically very well, when they sit and they share with me and with the orchestra this musical experience, that counts a lot, because we share a common vision, they share a common vision on the approach to the music playing, and they also share this chamber music attitude with the orchestra and with me. So we are all making music at the same level, and this generosity and this way of sharing the experiences, it's extremely important because I think we all, me, the orchestra and the soloists, we all share this thinking that everything is chamber music, and we all are important part of what we do, and we all are an important creative part. We all give some vision, some idea to make the whole work in a very strong way.